on, bud. Come on, bud. Gotta go get milk. She wanted right in. First time heifer. Hey guys, welcome back to the farm. Hey, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, stick around for a while. Very mild weather here in Michigan. Everything's dripping off, melting off. It's supposed to be 40, 50 some degrees. We've got about a dozen heifers up here getting close to calving. You've seen the one I just walked in. She just calved. I'll show you the calves, a few calves that did come out. A little later in the video, we'll go in the calf barn, but in the meantime, I want to show you all these heifers. They're big, they're bad, and they're plump. I've got one right here. She's just up at the feed bunk, and she just recently went down here. We got fresh sand in these stalls with that warm weather. A couple good benefits of it. You can get fresh sand that's not frozen clumps. And here she is. I don't want to start her. Look at that. Look at the size of her. So she's getting extremely close. We'll check on her. I don't know if it'll be today, but it looks like she wants to lay down in that stall. That's what we want. Another advantage of this mild weather is the silos are working like a gym. Knock on wood, I don't want to jinx myself, but silos don't like it when it's below 20 or 10 degrees or real cold. Freezing's fine, you know, 32 degrees, but real cold, they'll freeze up on you. But we've got a good luck with that. So I'll show you these heifers. I got to keep moving, and let's go. That's that new bull that I showed you about a month ago. Brought him up. We keep 2 bulls in here to keep these cows bred. The reason them heifers, there's about 12 of them coming in calving right now, is because, I mean, what, last June, I mean 9 months ago, that's how long they carry a calf. We read them by size. So there was some in that barn, that third heifer barn, they were probably getting big enough. So we load up about 12, send them down the dry cow lot. Well, there's another bull or 2 down there, and then they get bred about at the same time. You know, they come in, they heat every 21 days roughly. So that's the story on that. And here's one of them heifers yet to calve. See the free stalls, there's not a whole bunch of free stalls on, there's a few, but you can see she likes to lay on the ground a little bit. This is one, a new heifer, a white one. Already ran her through the foot bath. See her feet are green, but check out the bag on her. She's a tank. There's no doubt about it. Okay, feeder's back running. Fill these bunks back up. Cows are milked. Milk's been hauled. And there's some afterbirth right there. That's what you want. Comes right out of the cow or the heifer after it calves, and manure's been hauled. So while we're looking for these heifers throughout the day, and we're kind of trying to find them all for you without scaring them, I'm going to replace some free stalls and keep up on where they sleep, because that's extremely important. Keeping them comfortable. I know last night I think I slept on my arm. I woke up and, well, there's one right there. There's a big black heifer. We're running into them left and right. Slept on my arm, woke up, my shoulder was aching. So we want to make sure these cows' beds are as comfy as possible so they can perform every day. I dropped them a fourth cutting wrapped bale. Well, that's what you're seeing. They are obsessed with it. Look at them. They're stacked all the way around this round bale ring. They're trying to fight to get in there. And if you can smell it right now. Unbelievable smell that's coming off. That's green fourth cutting hay. It's what it smells like too. This black heifer, look, we're following her all the way around. They love it. That bale will be gone, and the rest of these can eat up at the bunk. Hi, bud. And here's our girl we got in there to get milk. She's a little smaller, more average size, I guess you'd call her. But she clean, that was her afterbirth. She got milked. You see I walked her right in that parlor like that? And that's because we bring them up here extra early. Here comes the red and white one that we brought up. She's a little spunky yet. She's still running around, but we bring them up extra early so we can break them in through the parlor to walk through, because it's quite the noise, the weird noise in there, and it's quite the weird experience. But do that for about a week or two. When they do calve, they'll be calm. Speak of the devil, we got water breakage, feet out in a relaxed position, but we don't want our calf out here, so we're gonna move her into the pen. I shut this down. I called the boys. We're gonna walk her in nice and easy. Back up a little bit, Nolan. There you go. Come. That was painful. I just took my bibs off because it is heating up out here. Like I said, it's very mild. We're gonna let that heifer try to have that calf on her own naturally. So while she's in there trying to do that, we're gonna replace a couple stalls. Remember these free stalls I got from that auction? Well, we're gonna have to blow holes in them because the bolts didn't line up quite right. So I gotta put a hole in it 6 inches up. So let's get some of them blown in. So what we've got some cows relaxing. I've got my tool bag with the impact. Some of these cows are gonna get up. I'm gonna knock, these are called, I think, brisket boards. And I've taken some of these off here because I've read that they don't like the brisket boards. See how it's kind of got her bunched in there with her head, where they could lay further in. And that's part of the reason why some of them will lay backwards, because there's a brisket board on it. So I'm gonna take them off. But this stall here, if you look, missing a bolt, and these three stalls here are all whopped out. I'm gonna take them and probably have to cut these bolts. I have to get the torches again, and we're gonna repair these stalls and get them up to snuff. Hey, this one's good. See that? That's just not cutting it for me. I'm gonna have to tighten these up. Some of these might unbolt. I don't know. I'm gonna try that first. Put that on there. Now that one went. Well, those came out, surprisingly, but now I gotta take these clamp bolts off. Always taking wire brush them, lock nuts here. Yeah, they're coming. Lonnie just joined us, getting a snack to help put the bolts through. This one I can kind of leave on.
That's a good one.
Look at that. Yeah, you see the difference? This is just a bigger stall for a cow. And then this, some of you guys ever had these channel stalls? They're just more to go wrong. This is just a solid flat piece, but yeah, that's what we're replacing. Let's put her in.
She's curious.
Yes, she is.
How you doing, girl?
Those bolt through. Okay. Probably, do I really need a washer? New lock nut?
Beautiful thread.
Okay.
That's beautiful. You
Got the wrench?
Yes.
Just gonna snug this. Got her?
Good to go.
Okay. Yep, I mean,
Ooh.
oh yeah. Lock nuts. That, we had to torch that stall better because whoever drilled these holes in these posts drilled it on an angle. And that was a long time ago we did that. But we're getting it. Everything just loosens up over the years. Well, that's a little dirty. I don't know. Oh yeah, it liked it. Tighten it right up, boys. Oh yeah. Lonnie's taking them brisket boards off. Put that in. Looks good. See, these are just bigger. Just bigger, bigger, bigger. Bigger's better. Yep, I got one through. We're gonna tighten this up.
Get all 4 of those bolts on there.
We're gonna have to pull it this way when we tighten it. All right. Good?
Beautiful.
Hold on, bud.
Got it. Tuss?
Yeah.
Went a little bit, but not bad.
Morning. Looks like she had it. We need to check on her. She has not moved since she had it. Calf looks fine. You all right, Bubba? Mom, how you doing? Huh? How you doing? You all right? Hang on a second. There you go. There we go. That prompted her to get up. It's just like Mom. That prompted her to get up, and she was just resting. Wow, look at that calf flipping right around spunky. That calf is high strung. Hi, girls. Hi, girls. Hi, girls. bolts even. All right, let me straighten these out. Oh, hey, bud. We gotta, yeah, that's dead on. Hi. He's gonna tighten these up and we're good to go. And that's the final look from above. Something I want to do for a while. I've been picking away at these, never ending. These cows are so big, they loosen this stuff up. Make sure that that's shut. They loosen them up and they're a little mismatched, but eventually I've got all them stalls I got from that auction, Jerry Varner. I'm gonna put all them in. They're just bigger. Those are the same as these. They're just bigger. And it helps the cows not wanting to back in and turn around as much. And so they crap out there and not in here. Check back in on her mom and baby. They're getting a lot of attention. Yep. She's already standing. And she's probably gonna turn around and nurse before long. That heifer seems to be doing good. She's big, she's bad. How you doing, Bubby? How you doing, Bubby? Oh. Look at her walking. That's a strong little cat. There you go. Uh-oh, she's trying to come at me. You guys stay around here for a while. There's that big black heifer again. Yeah, I'm just making sure they got plenty of feed. Looks like they're good. They don't eat as much. And when it's this mild, can't believe it's mid-February already. It's amazing. End of this week, I got daddy-daughter dance. First time ever with two of my daughters. My youngest one's 6 months. But the other two, 10 and 7, they haven't had a daddy-daughter dance yet because it was COVID. Here's another heifer laying in the stalls properly, facing the right direction. Good girl there. Got another one on this side. So daddy-daughter dance this Friday, looking very excited to it. Taking the girls, we're all gonna dress up and have a good old time. Here's that stall we just fixed with that clamp. And here's this big old heifer here. Wow, another monster. Holy Toledo. So there she is. Well, I showed you a few of them. Well, we got another one down here laying backwards. They all look like that bull I had to get rid of last year. There's another one. See, she got a little big. See how she's kind of tall? She got a little big on us. The problem with the tall ones is they'll tear the heck out of the parlor. And we're bull bred, so the bull's got to get up on top of her to breed her back. So that can always be an issue. You don't want them that big. Got a cow here. You see that discharge? She calved probably a few weeks ago. I'll put her down on my list. Give her Lutalize, and that'll cycle her, and she'll blow it right out and clean out, and then she'll be good to go. So that's one big advantage of our feeding system. You're out here feeding, and while you're feeding, you can do a lot of maintenance and check the cows that are going to calve. Check the cows that, let's get ready, and look at this. This is that fourth cutting wrap stuff. Check the cows that are gonna need the, if they don't clean out properly, they got discharge. There's a lot of advantages just being around these cows. These guys are up at the watering trough. Hey, don't be drinking so much. I always like saying that. What I'm doing is replacing a clamp here. This had an old style clamp on it. We must have ran out of the good clamps. These are these bigger fat clamps. They got a 1/2-inch bolt, lock nut. This is just as old school, and that's why it wasn't keeping this straight. I've got a new clamp and some new bolts I ordered we're gonna put in that'll keep this straight. They were backing in. This was sitting over here. It's gotta be, we're gonna keep it straight or it will not move once I'm done putting this new clamp on. New used clamps. Got some real nice carriage bolts here. Decided to order just go new. Instead of scrounging around, I ordered like 100 of them because they need that much work. These cows, they bust into them. They're so big. There, that's not gonna go anywhere. And when we put these in, put all these in, we didn't have these power tools. So that's part of it. We've got all power tools now, and yeah, these old stalls, they used to, before we bedded with sand, it was hard clay pretty much. We ended up gutting this out, bringing a mini excavator and digging these out, and it's worked out. The cows are comfortable.